Safe access to me means an all-inclusive medical cannabis program for all patients in Texas, including whole plant. So that's what safe access means to me. My name is Christy Zartler, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and tell you what brought me here to advocate for cannabis. I've been a registered nurse for 29 years, and I'm a nurse practitioner, and I specialized in pediatrics. When I was newly married, my husband and I struggled with getting pregnant. After 5 years, we went through in vitro fertilization, and the very first time I became pregnant with my twins. My twins, it was my first pregnancy. I was extremely healthy. I did everything I could to make sure that I was, gonna be a healthy mom. But around 21 weeks of pregnancy, I suffered a major brain bleed and a stroke. So I was hospitalized, and I ended up giving birth to my twins prematurely. They were born at 26 weeks of life. One of my daughters, Zartler, had a severe brain bleed the first 10 hours of life. Going through as a nurse and knowing the challenges of having a daughter with disabilities, I knew what to do, and I knew what doctors to see, and I knew how to help her with therapies. When she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, we were in therapies, and we taught her how to use a walker, and we worked her, several times a day, several times a week. When she turned 4, she began to have self-injurious behavior, and she was diagnosed with severe autism. She became nonverbal. She is 19 years old now, and she is still having self-injurious behavior. When she was 11, I decided to try cannabis. Knowing that it's illegal and not knowing much about it, not knowing how to obtain it, I was just listening to people in the community that were able to sell it to us. So it was really black market. It was a little nerve-wracking. It was very scary. I wasn't really ready to just let her try anything. But after the first time we tried it, we realized that it was very effective in calming her self-injurious behavior. I went ahead and told her neurologist because he was prescribing medications for her, that I wanted him to know everything that we do at home. And he was able to see that it was very helpful to her. So after 3 years of knowing that it worked for her aggression and her self-injurious behavior, I decided to reach out to my Texas representative and go down to Austin and talk to the legislature and ask them to look into the possibilities of getting medical cannabis legal in Texas. I have worked on it in various advocacy groups, both in my local home area, North Texas, and in Austin. I am now working on the third legislative session to get our lawmakers in Texas to listen to families like mine who need safe access for their children. Now my daughter Kara has cerebral palsy, has severe autism, and is a new seizure patient. I can't stress any harder about the fact that it is a medicine and that it is healthy and that there is research, there are books. It's easily accessible for someone to learn about it. So I'm hoping that this is the year that Texas makes cannabis legal for all patients. Thank you for listening to my story.